Right, there you go.
From the main, to utilize the manual mode, there's two guns on here underneath on the foot end because of the independent legs. So the good thing is that you and your partner get to work each section if you need to versus doing the whole cot itself. Okay.
So that's on that section.
That's on this section, and then this section has one as well. Okay. So two guns right here that you can use. So we call this milking the cow. So the harder you squeeze, the faster it goes down.
Okay.
So we'll teeter totter it down. The way I typically is have one person here that kind of teeter totters it down. Bring it down. You might want to lock the wheels first.
Okay.
And do it that way. So if you grab this one here, and you need to bring it from the top up.
Okay.
Pop this in. What my partner typically does is when you squeeze it, that's going to open up the valve and allow us to lift it up, okay? So if I take this out, what you would do, what my partner does is you put your foot on right here, okay? So then you squeeze it, let it go. That'll open it up just like that.
Okay.
And then we would do the same thing on this side too. Is if you squeeze it, put your foot on it, let it go, and there you go. Okay, so that's the worst case scenario is you're on the ground, you got a patient on it. That's the worst case scenario. So coming out of the truck, same thing is if we'll pop it in here this way.
Now to get in the truck, we're going to do the same
So
thing.
you'll bring it all the way up. So my partner would have it on here, and we'd bring it all the way up if we need to do that. So
Okay.
obviously, if you can get the truck dumped as much as you can,
Okay.
the better. So if we've got a dead cot in the truck with a patient on it, so what we do is we release the cot this way. There's a safety belt here. I would take this, and you'd have to kind of push it down. Okay. That, I release it that way. So we do the safety belt. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Same thing with this guy. There you go.
Squeeze.
Squeeze it. Bring it all the way down. Push it down that way. We'll release this guy here.
Okay.
There you go. Okay. But when you have somebody up here, I tell everybody the harder you squeeze is the faster it's going to go. Lock the wheel so it doesn't go off on you here.
Okay.
And then you say milk the cow. Okay. Just put it down. Then you can teeter totter them down. Okay. Just let the patient know that it's going to be a slow process.
Okay.
So, but the good thing is that on each side, instead of you getting one side, I get another side, like a traditional cot, is you can actually work on each side because of the independent legs. Okay.
Okay.
So, if you do this more than once a year, then you've got a little bit of a different thing that we need to address. So, the fact that you guys aren't using that is a good thing.
Yeah.
So, but that's it. I mean, it's a simple. But the partner that squeezes it, they put their foot on the top of the wheelbase.
Yep.
The other partner will pick it up. You let it go. That's when it'll shut the whole valve down, and then it'll stop.
Okay.
Make sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Makes perfect
The
sense.
other thing is, if you ever need this, make sure that gun goes back into the holster here. Make sure it's right around here. Whoops. Holster right here. Locks in just like that. Okay. Don't let it just lay there, because what happens if you let it lay there and you're on a run when whatever has been addressed and it sits there, if there's a little bit of pressure on it, then it'll release the valve slowly. So then when you go to load, like you'll see your legs start to drop. So always put the gun back in the holster, and then you'll be good to go from there. Just right there.